Dinah, the daughter of Leah, who she had born to Jacob, went out to look about among the daughters of the land. And Shechem, the son of Hamor, the Hivite, the prince of the land, saw her, and he took her, lay with her, and violated her. And his soul cleaved to Dinah, the daughter of Jacob. He loved the girl and spoke to the girl's heart. And Shechem spoke to his father Hamor, saying, "Take this girl for me as a wife." Jacob had heard that he had defiled his daughter Dinah, but his sons were with his livestock in the field, and Jacob kept silent until they came home. And Hamor, the father of Shechem, went out to Jacob to speak with him, and Jacob's sons had come from the field when they heard, and the men were grieved, and they burned fiercely, because he had committed a scandalous act in Israel, to lie with the daughter of Jacob, and such ought not to be done. And Hamor spoke with him, saying, "My son Shechem, his soul has a liking for your daughter. Please give her to him for a wife, and intermarry with us, so you shall give us your daughters, and you shall take our daughters for yourselves. You shall dwell with us, and the land shall be before you. Remain, do business there, and settle there." Shechem said to her father and to her brothers, "May I find favor in your eyes? Whatever you tell me, I will give. Impose upon me a large marriage settlement and gifts, and I will give as much as you ask of me, but give me the girl for a wife." Thereupon Jacob's sons answered Shechem and his father Hamor with cunning, and they spoke, because after all he had defiled their sister Dinah. They said to them, "We cannot do this thing to give our sister to a man who has a foreskin, for that is a disgrace to us. But with this, however, we will consent to you. If you will be like us, that every male will be circumcised, then we will give you our daughters, and we will take your daughters for ourselves, and we will dwell with you and become one people. But if you do not listen to us to be circumcised, we will take our daughter and go." Their words pleased Hamor and Shechem, the son of Hamor. And the young man did not delay to do the thing, because he desired Jacob's daughter, and he was the most honored in all his father's household. And Hamor and his son Shechem came to the gate of their city, and they spoke to the people of their city, saying, "These men are peaceful with us, and they will dwell in the land and do business there. And the land, behold, it is spacious enough for them. We will take their daughters for ourselves as wives. We will give them our daughters. However, only with this condition will the men consent to dwell with us, to become one people, by every male among us being circumcised, just as they are circumcised. Then shall not their cattle, their property, and all their beasts be ours? But let us consent to them, and they will dwell with us." And all those coming out of the gate of his city listened to Hamor and his son Shechem, and every male, all who went out of the gate of his city, became circumcised. For it came to pass on the third day, when they were in pain, and Jacob's two sons, Simeon and Levi, Dinah's brothers, each took his sword, and they came upon the city with confidence, and they slew every male. And Hamor and his son Shechem they slew with the edge of the sword. They took Dinah out of Shechem's house and left. Jacob's sons came upon the slain and plundered the city that had defiled their sister, their flocks and their cattle and their donkeys, and whatever was in the city and whatever was in the field they took. And all their wealth and all their infants and their wives they captured and plundered, and all that was in the house. Thereupon Jacob said to Simeon and to Levi, "You have troubled me to discredit me among the inhabitants of the land, among the Canaanites and among the Perizzites, and I am few in number, and they will gather against me and attack me, and I and my household will be destroyed." They said, Shall he make our sister like a harlot?